so insightful to be able to see. Does it hurt? We have somebody asking.
How's that feeling for you, Andrew?
No pain at all. It's like if somebody took a tack and like very lightly touched you with it. I have a very high pain threshold, but I still don't think this would hurt most people.
Yeah, everyone's going to be different. Anyone who experiences good discomfort, it's typically the longevity of it. It's kind of annoying to get tapped with a needle over and over again for 4 or 5 hours. So if there is ever an issue, it's just the longevity. And we take breaks, get you something to eat, all that kind of stuff. So
say the truth. We like strap them down and we're like, you can't move for 7 hours. I'm just kidding. No, guys. We make it fun. We've got some snacks and, good conversation.
Makes the time go by very fast.
So we have somebody asking if in the first session I start with 10 drops of ink and 40 drops of distilled water, can I create a darker shade by using 20 drops of ink and 30 drops of distilled water in my second session?
what ink are you using? That makes all the difference. There's so many different kinds of inks.
And also it's like that's more of a training question, and that's a little bit harder for us to, depending on answering that, how.
Yeah, whose skin it is, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's very customized based on who you're working on. There's so many different variables on that one. How to decide how dark to make it. A clean shave looks lighter than a day-old shave. Ooh, that's such a question. Good question. Yes.
Yeah, that's a great question. Ultimately, the answer lies in we never jeopardize it looking unnatural. So we always err on the side of caution. Like we said earlier, there's a lot of different standards, a lot of different options in getting this done. But we try to go as dark as we can without deviating from looking unnatural.
Exactly.
So some guys are able to get the look and shave it, 2 or 3 days growth. But most guys, they want a blade shave and they have to shave every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, everybody's different. Some guys, can go like 2.5, they'll go a day. It really just depends. It's almost like that's something that you get to see once it starts healing, right? Okay, how quickly do I want to shave down?
Yeah, I'm on about a 2-day schedule so far.
Every 2 days it feels good for you to shave?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll see. This is your second session, so maybe we'll stretch that. Yeah.
It could change, but
okay.
I was going like 3 or 4 days, and then the more consistent, I was like, oh, I like it more when it's freshly shaved. But that could change after the next 2 sessions. So.
And shaving every day for years in a row, it's nice to be able to break it up a little bit too. So
exactly.
Going to a party, going on vacation, it kind of depends on the man's lifestyle and his preferences, really.
Thank you for that comment. What do you do for someone that has gray hair? People will always ask this question, and I think what they don't understand is like what we're doing is we're working on a shaved head of hair, right? So even let's say if he did have some grain, do you have any grain?
I don't think so.
I don't think you have very much grain going on. He's
he's got a little on his beard,
don't say that. How dare you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
I have a few grays on my sides.
Okay. And that's usually where people will get them. But what we do is we're actually matching the impressions to a shaved head of hair. So keep that in mind, as well as blending. So I'm going to show you, like, even on the sides, we're going to go in there and start blending. So let's say that he did start growing it out a day or two. First off, he's pretty much going to keep it shaved, right? Mm-hmm. But if he did, it is blended throughout the entire scalp. So it does look, it'll kind of give that salt and pepper look.
And of course the ink being that pepper. So even a redhead or a blonde, when you shave down this length, it's more of a shade of gray than actually red or yellow, right? So we work with shades of gray for that specific reason, and it's actually quite easy to maintain that natural appearance. And like Nicole said, with the blending as well, everything just ties together.
Exactly. Does certain parts of the scalp tend to fade a lot sooner than others? That's a great question. It just depends on the person, right? It really just is going to depend on the person and the lifestyle. But I think people think that when it starts to fade, it's like it's completely gone. I think it looks more like it's just kind of thinning, like natural hair would have happened. But I don't think it's like a specific spot that will fade a little bit sooner than others. Thank you. I'm going to talk to my husband. It's time. Heck yes, that makes me so happy. Yeah. And it's so cool too, because a lot of times like people feel super like they're just nervous if their partner is going to judge them for wanting something like this done. So just a couple things that I want to go through. What we do is subtle pigmentation. So for us, it's always making sure that this looks 100% undetectable, not just right now, but 10, 15 years from now. If not, it's like, why get this done? As someone loses more hair, do you do touch-ups? Yes, we do. But when we're actually doing the treatment, we don't just do just the hair loss area. We go beyond that and we blend on the sides, in the back. Otherwise, that's sort of the artistic part of it, where if it's not blended correctly, it doesn't look natural. You can almost kind of, I don't know if you guys have seen online where you can see the line of where they kind of stopped. So generally people need 3 to 4 sessions. Everybody's a little different. Sorry, Joe moved on that one. A week to 2 weeks in between, depending on schedule. Most of our clients fly to see us. I would say about 95% of our clients fly in. This gentleman flew in today as well. And so they'll fly in for the day. They fly back home the same day. And they Uber to us from the George Bush Airport. We're in Houston, Texas, if you guys were not aware. I am 64 years old. Am I a candidate for SMP? Absolutely, 100%. It's not necessarily like it's, you know, it's more going to be preference on what, if you want something like this done, if this is something, you know, because everybody's so different, right? And as long as we work with your skin prior to coming and getting it ready, because we don't want any type of dryness, we want your skin to be very moisturized, that's going to make a huge difference. So some of the other questions are, you know, our pre-care, like I said, we get your skin prepped and ready before you come. This is going to be on a customized base. It's going to be depending on your skin. Everybody's got different skin, different situations going on. So this is something that we would see like a video of you prior, a picture, and then really work to dial in your skin prior to coming. We provide, you know, shampoo and different stuff to send you home with, and instructions based on your skin. Sorry guys, trying to do 2 phones at the same time, so make sure sometimes it's not perfectly on. I came across Nora SMP in Australia. Do you guys do any partnerships with her? Would it be worth traveling to Australia to get the treatment performed by her? Yeah. Sam, absolutely. She is phenomenal.
One of the best in the world.
She's amazing. She really just does it exactly how it should be done. Takes her time. Yes. She puts a lot of healed results. She's trained with us as a mentorship for such a long time, so 100%.
If you're not an SMP artist, you wouldn't know the difference between subtle, which is essentially small dots the same size as real hair follicles, versus what a lot of other people do. It takes hours each session longer, but the results are just so worth it. So yeah, she's fantastic.
We are not in Texas. Do we need to send pictures of my husband's head? Yes. So if you would like to text them over to our number, it's all on our website. It's on our Instagram as well as our YouTube. If you just want to text us over pictures, we'd be able to give you a price and, you know, just kind of talk to you about the procedure. We are not salespeople. If you guys have watched our videos, we're just not those type of people. We believe that if this is for you, you know, you're going to find us and it's just going to work out. Because we're not for everybody, to be very frank with you guys. For us, it's undetectable, small, tiny impressions that are going to look natural long term.